All right. Hi, we're Gang Green. That name comes from our maternal grandfather, Grandpa Green, who wrote a family letter every week and called us that. I'm the team captain. I'm Mike Stubbs. I'm 41 years old. I live in Pocatello, Idaho. And I'll let the rest of the team introduce themselves. Jared?
I'm Jared Stubbs of this crew. I am the oldest brother. We have an older sister, but she is not going to be coming to Patagonia with us. But again, we're all from Twin Falls, Idaho right now. I live in Linden, Utah, and I'm 43 years old.
Missy?
I'm Missy Melissa Tyler, Stubbs Tyler. I currently live in West Jordan, Utah.
Well, I'm Richard Stubbs, 34 years old. I live in Medford, Oregon. I'm a trauma mental health therapist in here.
So I'm Lyndon Tyler. I'm 38, and I'll be the crew.
All right. So now we'll each answer the questions. We'll try to do this quickly. The big question is why this race? My primary interest in this race is to do it with my family. I think my brother Jared and my sister Melissa have been watching this show, and they've got my kids addicted to the show now. I participate in all sorts of other adventures like mountain climbing, trail running, rock climbing, and so I think a lot of these activities will be part of the race, and that's something I'm interested in. My primary motivation is to spend time with my siblings. We don't get to see each other enough. Richard lives the farthest away, so we see him least of all. And it's always just fun to get together and do interesting things. We are siblings, minus Lyndon, who we count, brother-in-law. He's still family. So that is our primary relationship. I think what makes our team unique is that we're not unique. I don't know. There's all sorts of things that will make us unique once you get us on the screen and you see us fight in our own special way. I think we'll discover the ways that we get along, and we'll discover that we're still mad at each other for leaving wet socks on the floor. But I would describe each of these teammates as great people. I think for us to come together as a group, we have our individual challenges we're going to try to overcome, and then we just have that inner strength we're going to try to tap. We'd like to be finishers. I'm quite confident we can finish. Jared, how do you answer the questions?
So going back to Mike is being modest. He's actually climbed Denali, a 20,000 foot mountain. And he did it with Billy, who we joke is his imaginary friend because none of us has actually met Billy. So it's possible that Mike did Denali all by himself. We'll see. Why this race? This race because I'm super motivated after watching Eco Challenge Fiji. Something interesting, or what motivates us to do the race, motivates me. I love to push myself physically and mentally, makes me feel alive. I love to do it with my brothers and sisters. How's your team different? We're all brothers and sisters, and we're all pretty weird and goofy and have funny senses of humor. And like Mike says, we can fight, Missy. We can fight, and at the end of the day, we can still love each other and get along.
I think it's if we get old, we won't be afraid to snuggle real tight together. Why this race? Because I'm always trying to keep up with my brothers. And I still need to keep up with my brothers. And to prove that I can. Interesting about each of you. Nothing. We've already mentioned it, right?
Yeah. What do you think? You can say anything. You can have the last word if you want.
So what's interesting about these guys that they won't say is that they are in the mountains of Idaho, and I think that of all the places on earth that probably match Patagonia, Idaho is one of them.
I don't think the weather's nearly that bad.
So with Mike being team captain, not only did he summit something really high, Richard has too, Mount Kilimanjaro, but Mike knows how to navigate some really harsh climates. So I feel super safe with him leading the way and navigating through snowy, mountain cliffs. So I feel safe with him and putting all of the responsibility on his head. What would be different? I don't know. Looking at all these past videos, I'd like to say we're pretty young, even though we're like all in our 40s almost. Half of us are in our 40s, but we have youth and physical fitness on our side. My goal is that nobody dies because I love everyone in Britain and I don't want anyone to die.
That's a good goal. I like that.
That's it.
Well, I don't have a lot more to add other than, I'm just super stoked to be spending time with my siblings in the mountains. I've done a lot of adventures like Kilimanjaro and, I'm working on my mountain guiding certificate with American Mountain Guide Association. And I love being out there. I'm excited to do this with siblings who I really don't get to spend a lot of time with because I'm so far away in Oregon. So more than anything, I'm excited to go out and adventure with them and cross the line, hopefully with everyone in mostly one piece. That's my favorite part about this. I want to cross the line with them.
Yeah, Missy speaks. This is another thing that's unique about us. Missy speaks Cantonese. Lyndon speaks Portuguese and Spanish. Mike speaks Spanish. I speak Spanish. And Richard.
I know American Sign Language.
Sounds good. So we're Gang Green, and we're excited to be on your TV show.